We wake up in the same bed.
We love doing everything as a group.
I like being by myself and not with, like, girls all the time, you know?
Welcome back to more Girls Next Door. Today we're recapping Season 2, Episode 2 of The Girls Next Door. The episode, titled Career Dazed, aired on August 5th, 2006. But honestly, this episode should have been titled Perks of the Mansion Payroll Department, because very little career actually occurs here. What we mostly witness is a group of women slowly realizing they've become famous while pretending they have absolutely no idea why. But before we get into the episode, let's crack open the Y2K vault and head back to the summer of 2006 in remembrance of a life-changing cultural development. July 15th, 2006, marked the official launch of Twitter. Yes, Twitter. The app that began as, "What are you doing?" and somehow evolved into global psychological warfare. At this point in history, nobody knew social media would eventually become your job, your therapist, your political affiliation, and your own personal public relation crisis all at once. Back then, it was just celebrities posting things like, "At Starbucks, LOL." Simpler times. Meanwhile, at the Playboy mansion, the girlfriends are entertaining their own strange new era of visibility. So if you'll kick off your candies, hang up your trucker hat, and silence your sidekicks, we'll get into Career Dazed. Psst, don't forget to subscribe for more Girls Next Door.
Three of us girls just got done doing a cameo in Scary Movie 4.
Rolling.
Our role in Scary Movie 4 involved making fun of ourselves a little bit. We wake up in the same bed.
Action. Bridget.
And kind of try and get Charlie Sheen to get back in bed with us.
You're up early.
Come on. Please. I couldn't stop laughing because Charlie Sheen's hair kept, like doing this thing. God, it was hilarious.
The episode opens with the girls on the set of Scary Movie 4, which truly captures the spirit of 2000s entertainment. If you were alive during this era, you could not escape spoof films. Studios were pumping these things out every 7 minutes. Disaster movie, epic movie, date movie, superhero movie. At one point, Hollywood's entire creative process felt like, what if we took a movie people already recognize and added fart jokes, random celebrities, and someone getting hit with a shovel? The girls cameo in a bedroom scene with Charlie Sheen, where 3 blonde Playboy models wake up next to him after a wild night. Guys, this wasn't even satire for Charlie Sheen. It was basically documentary filmmaking. But what's fascinating here is how aggressively the show still insists on pretending fame is happening organically. Holly claims their new opportunities are coming from the latest Playboy pictorial, and not from, starring in one of the biggest reality shows on cable television. Early reality TV had this bizarre rule where everyone had to pretend the cameras didn't exist. The cast couldn't acknowledge production, network promotion, marketing campaigns, or the fact that their faces were currently plastered across billboards on Sunset Boulevard. The E! Network could run a marathon of commercials advertising the girls, but once filming started, everyone had to act like success was arriving through pure coincidence. Like, wow, another movie cameo? Must have been the pictorial.
This last year has been really crazy. Ever since our pictorial came out, all 3 of us have gotten really focused on our careers. People recognize us. So many people want us to do different engagements and promote different things.
Well, you know what? Being a Playboy has definitely changed my life because I get to meet the people I want to meet, and they all know who I am, and it's like the best feeling in the world when they know who I am.
Meanwhile, Kendra openly admits she's loving the newfound celebrity attention, especially when famous people recognize her. And this is where some of the later tension Holly and Bridget discuss on Girls Next Level starts to make more sense. They've repeatedly claimed Kendra was allowed freedoms they weren't: club appearances, nightlife events, outside opportunities. And around this period, you can absolutely feel the show subtly becoming more Kendra-centric because she's naturally chaotic in a way reality TV producers adore. Then we cut to Bridget, who appears in peak 2006 fashion: low-rise bootcut jeans, a lace-trim camisole, frosted lip gloss, and enough layered highlights to qualify as a fire hazard. She's on a Playboy TV soundstage attempting to deliver entertainment news segments.
I mean, I always thought that if I became Playmate, that was topping out on the goal category. You can't go any higher than that. What's next? But I've realized that there's a whole nother level out there. I always knew that I wanted to use my master's degree in communications, but new doors have opened.
Can you read the prompter okay?
Loud and clear. And I really want to do things in broadcast journalism. Tonight on the Weekend Flash, NYPD Blues and why Iraq's got a lot of nerve. This week was the major... Okay, I'll start again. Wait. Conversely. Okay, this time I'm gonna nail it.
And this is a genuinely vulnerable moment. Not because the scene shows her flubbing her lines in between break beeps, but because Bridget admits that achieving her lifelong dream of becoming a playmate may have been a little short-sighted. Which is kind of profound in a sad way. Imagine climbing the mountain you've obsessed over your whole life, only to realize there's no staircase on the other side. And with all these new opportunities appearing, Bridget starts pivoting toward broadcast journalism, wanting to actually use the master's degree everyone forgets she has. So, good for her. Bridget is one of the few people in this ecosystem actively trying to translate Playboy fame into something sustainable. But before we get too grounded in personal growth, the universe immediately hands Bridget a cherry red Porsche Cayman. Of course it does. She's now standing outside the mansion in a black and pink Playboy tracksuit, another aggressively 2000 sentence, as the Porsche pulls up for her week-long test drive. Okay, sure. And I'm sure Bridget truly believed this was just a temporary vehicle situation and not the setup for a reality TV surprise gift moment. The second Hef says, "Looks like a keeper," Bridget practically begins vibrating at a frequency only small dogs can hear. She runs through the mansion repeating the phrase to literally everyone: staff, girlfriends, random oxygen molecules floating nearby. He said it looks like a keeper.
When Hef came out and looked at the car and started walking in, he said, "It looks like a keeper." I heard him say, "It's a keeper." And then when he walked away, he goes, "I think it's a keeper." And when he got out of the car, he's like, "Looks like a keeper." And I looked at Holly and she was like, "I heard it too." I was so excited.
Maybe I'm a little bit jaded because I live in Beverly Hills and you see Bentleys driving down the street. So something's got to be really special to impress me. And I mean, it's a cute car, but I'm not wetting my pants over it.
Meanwhile, Holly could not appear less interested if you paid her. She basically shrugs and says luxury cars are common in Beverly Hills. And look, I get it, Dallas is the same way. After a while, a Bentley at a stoplight barely registers emotionally. But there's also this thing called being happy for your friend. Bridget isn't asking anyone to testify before Congress that the Porsche Cayman is the pinnacle of modern engineering. She just wants people to match her excitement level for 12 seconds. Now, Holly has later explained on Girls Next Level that her personality was often muted, either through editing or because she was unknowingly struggling with undiagnosed autism at the time. Is this episode one of the clearer examples of what she means? Because socially, the vibes are not gal pal optimized. Bridget is radiating Disney Channel excitement, and Holly's energy is basically, yes, Transportation exists. Eventually, Bridget gets a call from the mansion office where Norma confirms Hef is getting her the Porsche. And listen, I'm no hater, but I need to pause here because 2 weeks ago, I got rear-ended at a stoplight in my 8-year-old car. The girl who hit me was apologetic, polite, stayed at the scene, exchanged insurance like a responsible citizen, which frankly in Dallas feels like witnessing a solar eclipse. And I still haven't even pursued the claim because the entire process sounds exhausting. Deductibles, rentals, estimates, hidden damage. Meanwhile, Bridget, at age 32, essentially goes, "Daddy, I want a Porsche." And poof, vehicle acquired. I work my ass off to provide for myself, so yes, a poofed Porsche sounds nice. I'm just saying. And also, this episode is called Career Dazed. So far, none of these perks appear connected to careers, unless emotionally supporting an 80-year-old magazine mogul suddenly qualifies as a LinkedIn skill endorsement. Anyway, back to Career Dazed.
Ever since I've been with Hef, I haven't really had specific career goals. I'm like an illegitimate lady of the house. I get up before Hef, I take my dogs out, I check my email, and even though I'm so wrapped up in Hef and the mansion and everything like that and don't really have time for the outside career, there are so many opportunities available to me just within Playboy.
Holly finally begins exploring something adjacent to an actual profession. She checks fan mail and admits she never really developed career goals beyond becoming the lady of the house, which is also a specific early 2000s form of female ambition. Then she heads to Playboy Studios with Crystal Camden to meet jewelry designers Daniel and Jason. Holly presents sketches for jewelry pieces she once produced under the Playboy brand. This is probably one of the most important moments for Holly long term. You can see the shift beginning. She's realizing she may actually have a role beyond girlfriend, like branding, product development, creative direction. She also designs matching champagne bottle charm necklaces for Bridget and Kendra as gifts for the Scary Movie 4 premiere. It's genuinely thoughtful and probably the first time we see Holly channel her perfectionism into something productive outside of mansion hierarchy. And then we cut to Kendra, and dear God.
I don't need responsibilities right now. I'm 20 years old. I'm going to have responsibilities when I'm, 27. I do obviously have responsibilities. I do things I don't necessarily want to do. Shower time! I still have my feet on the ground. I still have my head focused. My main goal is getting that grill. The grill is a hip-hop thing, a bunch of diamonds all put together to make, a grill. Gangsta.
Kendra's bedroom looks like FEMA should be notified. She's wandering through piles of clothing in a tank top and thong, holding a pimp cane, while Rascal and Martini roam through the debris field. I genuinely felt like I was watching a crossover between The Girls Next Door and Hoarders, Fraternity House Edition. Kendra explains she's only 20 years old and doesn't want responsibilities yet. Her current primary life goal? Getting a grill, and not the George Foreman kind. A diamond-encrusted mouthpiece, because apparently in 2006, every cultural trend eventually arrived at, what if we put rhinestones on it? So we follow her to the dentist for molds, and later legendary Houston jeweler Johnny Dang, then known primarily as TV Johnny, personally delivers the finished grill to the mansion. And fun fact, Johnny Dang is now basically jewelry royalty within hip-hop culture. He's been referenced by artists like Migos, Gucci Mane, and Lil Pump. So in hindsight, this random subplot actually aged into a strange little pop culture artifact. Kendra immediately starts clowning around in the grill while the show absolutely eats it up. You can feel producers realizing, oh, this one generates scenes for free. Finally, actual career opportunities arrive. In the mansion office, Hef and Mary announce that Captain Morgan has booked a Playboy ad campaign featuring Holly and Bridget alongside the Captain Morgan mascot.
I hear a puffin bear.
Hi there.
Hi, honey.
What are you doing?
Good news. We're going to do the Captain Morgan ad, and you guys are going to be in it.
Whoa! Captain Morgan's is famous for amazing rum and a pirate mascot. Arr!
What about Kendra?
Kendra can't because of her age.
He said I don't get to do it because I'm not 25. And it sucks, but you know what? It's not my fault I can't do the Captain Morgan ad. But I'm part of them. We're a trio, you know? Just because I'm not there doesn't mean I'm not there, you know?
Kendra cannot participate because she's underage, which, yes, still aligns with modern alcohol advertising standards. Ironically, Kendra handles the exclusion more maturely than anyone expects, probably because she's distracted by booking her own cover shoot for Muscle Mag International. The Captain Morgan shoot itself is honestly kind of iconic. Holly appears as an angel in soft white chiffon, while Bridget is transformed into a red latex devil, complete with horns. And weirdly, Bridget absolutely demolishes this look. Usually, her aesthetic leans aggressively sexy suburban ice skating mom, but this darker styling actually works incredibly well on her. Her body ate this look up in the name of Satan, apparently. The captain, fully committed to pirate method acting, refuses to break character during the entire shoot, which, honestly, probably helped the girls, because at this point they're still amateur performers. One pictorial and a 2-minute movie cameo does not suddenly make someone Cate Blanchett. Kendra shows up late to Muscle Mag, shocking absolutely no one, covered in spray tan and posing beside a bodybuilder in a thong she finds horrifying.
The guy had this little Speedo on, and it was like, ugh. A guy wearing a thong is wrong. I mean, it rhymes for a reason.
Her confessional commentary here is peak Kendra. Immature, ridiculous, but undeniably funny. Eventually, the girls reunite at the mansion dining table where Holly presents the custom necklaces she's designed.
I have a special present for you guys for our premiere.
You do?
Yeah.
Tonight is a very special movie night because everyone's coming over to watch Holly and Kendra and I in Scary Movie 4.
I designed it myself.
Oh my God! It's a champagne bottle!
Oh my God! I love it, Holly.
Those are cool.
I'm glad you guys like them.
Thank you.
We can all wear them tonight for our premiere.
You designed this?
Yeah.
That's the best idea I've ever heard of.
And this little moment probably mattered more to Holly than the show lets on. You can almost see the beginning of her future branding instincts forming in real time. Because whether people like it or not, Holly eventually became the girlfriend who figured out how to turn Playboy into an actual career ecosystem.
My girls are in their first big screen feature, which will be...
The episode closes with Hef screening Scary Movie 4 in the Mansion Theater while the girls reflect on their growing opportunities. Holly talks about excitement for the future. Bridget gushes about loving to experience everything together as a group. And Kendra casually manifests her next chapter by saying appearing in a music video would be a dream come true. And if we've learned anything about this show by now, it's that every seemingly random Kendra comment eventually becomes foreshadowing. What makes Career Dazed interesting in hindsight is that this is really the episode where the fantasy starts cracking open a little more. The girls are no longer just girlfriends. They're becoming brands, personalities, reality stars, tabloid fixtures, and commercial products. But the show still desperately wants us to believe they're just 3 lucky blondes accidentally stumbling into opportunity after opportunity. Maybe that's what makes mid-2000s reality television so fascinating now. It was the final era before influencer culture became self-aware. Nobody admitted fame was the job yet. Everyone still pretended success was simply happening to them instead of being strategically manufactured in real time. But beneath all the fake spontaneity and mansion sparkle, you can already see the future forming. Holly moving toward branding, Bridget chasing broadcasting, Kendra leaning into celebrity chaos. They weren't just girlfriends anymore, they were prototypes for an entirely new kind of fame that social media, freshly launched Twitter included, was about to mass produce for the next 20 years. And on that note, I want to thank you for tuning in today. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast and watch out for emotionally supportive sugar daddies handing out luxury vehicles in the driveway. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.
The bricks.